I've seen a couple pictures of like the Phoenix airport and the Chicago airport, and they're sort of just.
That is the woman who did Coco music.
Oh, okay, yeah, you, okay.
It's in their uppermost page it is.
Here. Poco Loco. I'm the chair of this commissioned composer TMTA group, and so they solicit composers.
Keep that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. Anyway, so I was listening to some of the submissions yesterday, and one of them is a film score.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fascinating because it's so lively.
Professional or?
Yeah, well, so all the local music teachers associations are encouraged to have a composer from their local association submit something.
Oh,
I suspect,
yeah. Composer in residence.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, yeah. There may be like a pedagogy or like a pre-college teacher who composes pedagogical material.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year's winner was a composition professor at TCU, so
Mm-hmm.
someone from that area must have asked anyway. But one of the submissions was a movie score, like
Mm-hmm.
music, animated music for animation. And there was no animation to go along with it, but it's like I'm listening to it and I'm imagining all of a sudden the screen's gonna pop up and I start seeing
Mm-hmm.
like the
That's
animation.
good music then.
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
so colorful
Yeah.
and lively. Anyway, that made me think of that.
Yeah.
I've been going through trying to pick out a few things that maybe I could send home with you. I know
Yeah.
you may have some
Let me
things.
tell you a couple things. You ever seen Pianist Magazine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They have music in there.
I don't get it, so.
Well, it's expensive here. It's like $80 a year. If you get the hard copies version, which comes with a CD. And the music on the CDs is really well performed.
Hey, I mean, this
Might as well use some of this.
Yeah, certainly.
He won the composition contest. That's not that one. I'm thinking of another one.
Okay.
They had a composition contest and they published the winners.
This McDowell piece might be.
And it's not everyday stuff.
No, certainly not. Someone played this today. Definitely. I mean, it's kind of fitting to do something.
Yeah.
Tchaikovsky's December, right?
Well, that's why I put it in there.
Right. Is this the most recent one?
That just came yesterday.
Okay. Well, how would you like to go about this? Do you want me to say learn this one, or do you want me to like mark what might be something to look at?
Yeah,
And
I mean, you may know some of this stuff. I actually read through that, I think.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a little, do you mind if I put a little
No,
check mark
that's
up here?
I read through that one also.
This Russian piece. This might be a little bit too much like Schumann, the Schumann things that you're doing. I'm trying to kind of branch out, I guess. McDowell would definitely be good. let's,
It doesn't seem impossible.
no, certainly not. I wanna be conscious about, oh, we could certainly look through this. Let's keep this on the back burner.
Okay.
And if not now, January, let's come to it. Yeah, December, definitely. I think that was the last one. Yeah, that's the long one. You could certainly read these earlier ones too. Cricket and the Bone Barn.
And it's nicely printed.
Yeah, very well done. It's not like
Right. Or, you
blown
know,
up too much or
let's
too
put
small.
all the scores on 2 pages.
Yeah. This might be tricky to read, I love it.
It sounds familiar. Is that from a film? Obviously, the composer is older, but it sounds
It doesn't.
familiar.
It sounds very familiar. It's got a bit of a. Well, it's only 2 pages. That might be a fun one. The problem with is the reading, right? Just being able to verify that what you're seeing is the. But we can certainly go through and look at what's the same.
Mhm.
This might be fun. Oh, this guy wrote some nasty, and by nasty I mean super
do.
virtuosic
Yeah,
works. Not that this is right here, but
that's intermediate. And they're pretty on with the
yeah.
rating of things.
Oh, this is a beautiful piece. Forgot about that. You could listen to it, but that's certainly
I was
worth a
actually
looking.
working on a 4/8 piece when I started with you.
What was it? Did you ever play it for me?
No, I never did.
I know what that is. Romance and Parables or something like that.
Yeah, it's around,
Yeah,
around
yeah.
something rolling. I mean, that one is not too far from being performable. Maybe I should pull, let me see.
Do you have it?
Let me see if I have it with me. Well, I can bring that book with me, but I have it.
Yeah, and if you want to resurrect that one,
Yeah,
you certainly can.
but
Let's
I need some performable
Yeah.
stuff.
let's-
I think that Mendelssohn piece ought to be put in the performance repertoire.
the one you played at the
Yeah, it didn't come off as good on the recording as I thought I remembered it.
Well, I mean, how much were you able to touch the piano in the time
None.
leading up? Yeah.
Well, I mean, Friday night,
Yeah.
and I did not do anything Saturday morning. I just sat down,
Okay.
and I don't know that it really made any difference.
Well, yeah, I think the variable there.
I guess it
might-
depends upon what your mind is.
I think the variable there was the lead up, right? You didn't have any practice leading up until
Mhm.
except for Friday.
Mhm.
But I think you would feel a difference if you had the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, okay.
underneath your, you had good practice sessions on those days. Try it again though, don't give up on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the sound is really soft.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned the phone all the way up and had to just.
You know what?
It's not close enough, I think.
I recorded with that the other day and I had the same problem and I just didn't adjust it, I guess. I need to look at that,
Yeah.
play around with the settings.
The sound quality is good.
It's
It's
good,
just
but it's
soft.
soft,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I record, Recording with details. I experienced the same thing. Okay, let's go through and just do some reading here
Okay.
on these.
These crazy chords.
Yeah, so I think, it looks like there's a lot going on, but let's read the left hand here.
Okay.
And then just, the only thing that's gonna change is the E is gonna move to F sharp.
Oh.
Yeah, just, C. Yeah, so those are similar in feeling, right?
Mhm.
The only thing that's different, the F sharp and the E flat are enharmonics.
Yeah.
The E is
E.
the E or E
Those
now.
are-
E flat. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Good, and so then we get that same thing here,
Mhm.
and then we've got something new here.
Here.
Yeah. Keep the B flat and the bass. So the bottom two, the B flat and the D are gonna stay common. The top thirds, so you have stacked thirds, right? The bottom, the top one's gonna be good. And then this is the augmented. G natural. Keep the C sharp. There you go, yeah. Shift back.
Oh, it's an E natural. Okay. Yeah. They change everything.
Yeah.
You look at the key signature and oh, forget all
No,
that.
yeah, exactly.
So.
I'm looking forward to do 5-3-2-1 there because that enables this move. Yeah, good. And then 1-3-5. And then maybe 1-2-5. Take this. Yeah, that's right. Go back to the previous chord though, the augmented A, C sharp, and F. Is that how it's spelled? Yeah. Yeah. And then just shift your hand down. Yeah. Good. You might do 3. Yeah, good. And now 2 can get you where you need to go. So try it without looking.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was doing.
Okay. Keep the B flat on the bottom.
Oh.
And then, yeah, that works too. Yeah. Good. Yeah, certainly. You just want to settle on a fingering so that feels
Oh, I
good.
do?
Right. Now try the right hand doubles it.
Oh,
Good. Yeah. Yeah, let's add the measure now. B flat into this. There you go. And this is a B flat major 7. There you go. Good. A flat. There you go.
when I get my hands close together, I get nervous. What, do you have any suggestions there?
For this here.
It's like I've got a G and
What if you try this?
just
Could you
do it an octave.
do an octave apart for practice?
Uh-huh.
And once that feels comfortable, put it closer together. See if that's helpful.
Okay.
Are you reading? There you go. Yeah. And then there you go. And then B natural. That's right.
Yeah, these are interesting.
Interesting chords, right? Why don't you, let's break this apart again. Just do the left hand. You're here, right? Make sure you have A flat at the bottom. There you go. I would do 5-3 again. 5-3-2-1. So that way you. Now do the right hand alone.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. And try again. One thing that practice technique that may help as well is if you break it apart at first and then break it apart. There you go, you got the black keys on top on that one. Yeah. Try this. And then play it together. And then break it apart. Do the next one. Break each one apart, then together. Yeah. Yeah, now study the chords, Tim. Look at this. Let's actually bring it down one octave. Okay, now what does that chord look like on the keyboard? Describe what you see.
It looks like a diminished chord.
Okay. We've got some overlap. If we take off the G, what is it?
A flat major.
A flat major, right? What if we put the G in, but take the A flat out? What's that?
C minor.
C minor. There you go. Yeah, double them up, and that actually forms our A flat major seventh chord.
Okay.
So sometimes when I think of major seventh chords, I think of they're actually two triads,
Mhm.
kind of sandwiched together.
Okay.
So if I did C, like a C major seventh chord,
Mhm.
B natural on top. Yeah. So the bottom three notes form C major, the top three notes form E minor. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about there. So if you go back to this, you've got A flat major and C minor. There you go. Yeah. Then the top just comes down. Play that. And then E flat on top there. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. So what's the melody here? So we want to follow the G, F, E flat, then E flat. If we know that's part of the melody, that's going to guide our hand to go. Yeah, there you go. Try that. Okay, good. Now watch your hand do it. Play it and watch your hand. Now let's sing G, F, E flat, C, D, E flat, then D.
It's C minor. The melody's C minor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good observation. The previous one is it? Yeah, it's D minor. The previous measure. So this here is these 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4 here are just transposed down that whole step.
Yeah.
Right. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Now let's put hands together again. Now build like that. Yeah, let's do that a few times. Good. Now shift down and feel how the tops, the 2/3, yeah, good. Let's do that again.
Let's add the beginning chord also.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's the problem.
You know what it is, Tim. You're adding. You want to play the A flat here for that instead of the chord. A lot of times when I'm gauging where my hands go, I actually look at my thumbs in relationship to each other. So here, A flat and G are a half step apart, right? Yeah, so try, let that be your guide. When you look for your thumbs.
I'm coming over with one hand and I'm just shifting down with the other.
So you can kind of put that into context. You've got a lot of repetition here, so that will help.
Okay.
Let's read a bit of the beginning here. One thing that might be good from the beginning is leave these inside half notes out for now. Just read the top. And let's see how that lines up with the left hand. So your left hand's really your metronome, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, good. And stay on B flat.
Oh,
you're finding the A, you're right. G, F, here's your C minor thing. It's actually what we just practiced, right?
It's hard for me to separate out just the one note because I want to do the chord.
Yeah. Okay, but you got the rhythm. Now
Yeah.
go back in.
Good.
Let's go back to the beginning and read that. You're leaving out the G here.
Oh, okay.
Let your technique go like this, Tim. When you go to here, let go of the octave. Yeah. Can you feel the? What if you did 4/5 here, like 4/5? Yeah, but play it legato. There you go. And it helps to tilt your elbow out a little bit. Yeah. And don't contort your hand shape too much. But just let it go out. There you go. There's the E flat on top. Yeah, good. Yeah, hold it longer. Let's just mark this as a reminder.
Okay. Yeah.
Natural. There you go. Have you noticed patterns about these third beats here, or the third ones? They're all what quality of triad? Like this here.
Quality.
Yeah, so this would be major chord quality. This would be minor.
Yeah,
What is
that's-
what's this one? It's augmented.
Oh, it's augmented.
Yeah, so augmented is
I was trying to figure out what the bass note is of that. Okay, oh, it's a G
yeah,
augmented, okay.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's just spelled incorrectly on it. It should be a D sharp, but because of the key signature,
Okay.
that's why they did that. But the augmented chord is they're equidistant apart, right?
Okay.
So that can be something you latch onto as well as you're learning the blues.
Mhm.
Let's read on here with the left hand now, playing these lower. And keep your tempo down here, four. There you go. Yep. Because of your tempo, this will be longer. The bottom's gonna stay. You can kind of just glance and compare
Yeah.
linearly what's happening.
Mhm. And I find that I don't do that, and I don't know why I don't do that.
You're used to reading vertically, right?
I guess,
Kind of
yeah.
sizing up each beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can kind of train your eyes to look ahead in the alto part or like the middle part, you know.
Uh-huh.
Typically there will be at least 3 parts. You got your melody, bass, and then inside voices.
What's funny is I scan across this, it's hard for me to remember that this is the
It's
same.
the same.
It's the dots. I think the dots throw me off
Okay.
because they're below.
Yeah, yeah. Makes it look slightly different.
Okay. I'm learning all kinds of things like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think you're gonna be fine with this.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
It's cool. I didn't know about this piece, so. Now, if you can just teach me how to pronounce that last name, we'll be ready to go.
Elikushvili. Oh, he was born in 1970. I thought he died in 1970. Okay, so he's young.
He's a young one.
Yeah. Raphael Elikushvili. Gulashvili. Billy Gulashvili.
I need to take a photo of that because I don't remember that. I'll look up other works by him. The other book I thought about having you read through some things was this Catherine Rowland book. Some of these things are a little bit, they're knockoffs of some harder works, but like in a way. So this one is, it's a prelude in B flat major, but it kind of gets you around the keyboard. Whoops. It's kind of a knockoff of the Schubert,
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
how's it go? A flat major, no, E flat major.
Oh yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's busy, yeah. It's sort of a knockoff of that, yeah, that one. There's some other neat things, and I think it's quite pattern based, so kind of settle into your reading a little bit more. So there's not changes happening every single measure.
Okay.
So she takes these, whatever it may be, and uses whatever motive she has here. It's just this, that idea of the ascending third and then just scalar passages filling out the rest of the measure, and just starts it on different notes. So once you can wrap your head around that, then it can be, you've established the pattern, then it's sort of just darting your eyes around the page and just recognizing what's the starting note of each measure. Here, like you heard, you got this upper neighbor idea. This is really neat. Okay, let's look at, I'm sure try to save this. Okay, so now that pattern is really what the piece is built on, right?
Yeah.
Every measure has that. Now let's just go through. These three are the same. Here we've got some difference. Yeah, exactly. Keep the brakes on about 1 and 2 and 3. One other way. Look at she suggests a different fingering. Yeah. So, try it again, but keep it in 4.
Yeah, I know. What it is 3. Kind of figuring out what finger.
There you go.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I keep thinking I've got my whole hand down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep a small hand.
Yeah.
Relaxed hand.
Sounds a lot like that 4/8 piece that
You're right. There's a lot of
and it's confusing me, I think.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be wise to stay.
Maybe I should just do the 4/8 piece.
Yeah, certainly. I'm just gonna lend this book to you though, and I think, take your pick, but the G minor, this B flat major is a good one.
Okay.
This is okay. I like this one a lot. Here you've got some cherry passage work.
Mhm.
Here you got some 2 against 3, 8 notes and triplets in the left hand. This one's certainly doable as well.
Mhm.
But take that and look that over. Let's do, I wanted to just talk briefly about the Mendelssohn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my bag. It's in my bag.
And unfortunately, you stopped the recording when he started talking, so.
I've got that.
Oh, okay.
I can. I just stopped it and restarted it. So I've got that. I just haven't been able to put that up
okay.
on YouTube yet. So what were your main takeaways from what Ramon said?
Just work on the dynamics more. I played this first section that he wants. On my piano, it doesn't come through, the bass doesn't come through as clearly as
Okay.
here.
Okay.
So I was,
You were making it come out more. Okay. You know, I thought he had, when he made you redo the introduction here,
Mhm.
and you achieved that like really soft sound, it was actually quite magical.
uh-huh.
So I thought that was really effective. And if you can go for that type of atmosphere, that type of sound at the beginning is great. But you know, the challenge is to always listen to so what's the tone I produced here, and can I match it on every one? And I think you allow yourself to meet that challenge more easily if your fingers are always, you know, on the keys. Don't
So
let
they
them
were
come
on,
off.
yeah.
Yeah. But don't ever let any space come between. Did you get your knee?
Yes.
I hate it when that happens.
All right, we'll wait a second here.
Yeah, okay. Now, once you started the melody there, then you wanted to start going faster.
Mhm.
Which overall, yeah, sure, we may want to do a faster tempo, but whatever tempo you choose at the beginning,
Mhm.
try to keep it consistent.
Okay.
So if you know, later down the line we want to be faster here, that will be easy enough to do. But go start here now and keep your focus is,
How do you keep it from being mechanical, though?
well, slow to me doesn't necessarily always translate to mechanical, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think your playing's mechanical at all.
Okay.
The problem is you rush. You try to go too fast too
okay,
soon.
okay.
You sing, you hear the music, you feel it, and it comes through in your playing. So it doesn't ever. Mechanical is not a word that I'd ever use to describe
Okay,
what you do.
okay.
Yeah, no.
Because when I recorded this at home, it sounded kind of
Sounded
mechanical.
okay. I can see how, you know, this piece
Because it's, yeah.
it's quarter notes. And we can talk more about, you know, you start as soft as you can. Maybe this third one here is a little louder. And then relax a little bit. I mean, so you just a little bit more pressure on the keys when the harmonies call for it, and then a little more relaxed fingers when there's resolution in the harmonies. That can be one thing to keep it from getting too monotonous or too
Okay.
melodic. Yeah. If we start at the beginning again, keep the brakes on your tempo and try to maintain that as you go through, and listen for evenness in your sound.
No, it's, I was hearing I had the quarter pedal on, it sounds kind of cloudy.
Oh, okay. I like the sound actually. For this part, let it come off later so we get
Yeah.
some variety.
Okay,
Yeah.
just,
But hey, now that you stopped, I did have a thought. You got your phrasing, right? So where are there breaks in the slurs that you can just delay the entrance of that next note ever so slightly or place it? So you have different slur markings than I.
this I think is the same.
This is the same. Okay, so you've got this, right? Now there's a new slur starting, right? So just be slightly late. And then you can make up time within that phrase, and then maybe it's slightly late here again. And then you can make up that time in the phrase. And here, stretch it, because it's a cadence. Be late. Explore the opportunities by doing that first.
Okay,
And if it gets to be too much, we can always tame it down. But that's a place to start.
okay, that'll take the mechanical
Yeah.
thing away.
You want to give that a shot, see what happens
Okay.
when you think about it that way.
Starting where?
Why don't you just start with that? Slow down a little bit. And relax a little bit. Wait. Push a little bit. Wait. Be real late on this one. Yes. Make up time a little bit. Wait. Slow down. Be late. Take your time. Yeah, so you've got a lot of nuanced timing things that you can do throughout that.
Okay,
Wherever you have a slur, be late on the first note, make up time within the slur, and then ease out of the slur. So you always want to take a little bit of time between here. So you want to slow down the accompaniment there,
okay,
just slightly. That's what's going to guide you,
Okay.
slowing down the inside
yeah,
notes.
yeah.
Let's do that one more time.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. Slow these down. Now push head forward. Slow the inside notes down. Bum, bum, bum. Now pick it up again. Slow down. Wait. Wait. Make the inside go faster. Now slow it down a little bit. Slow down, stretch. Yeah, you have space. You have freedom, I should say, to do that. I think that'll open it up.
Okay.
Yeah, apply those principles throughout the rest of the piece.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense than what he was trying to say, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I can just get more comfortable with the difficult phrases in this, it will.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I can play them perfectly, and they sound really good.
Yeah.
But other times it's just off.
Let's try something here.
Okay.
Can you do this one here? So,
The
where do you plan on starting? Just start this measure.
that was already wrong.
Slow down. Da-da-da. Okay, that's fine. I let you go further than what I should have. Okay, jump to this one now.
Pick up or just right there?
Either or. Okay, I would suggest going through it like that. We just did, just jumping around.
Okay.
But go at a tempo where you know you're not gonna make a mistake. And if you feel you're making a mistake, like here, just slow down like that.
Oh, you just did something that I haven't been doing. You were substituting fingers.
I don't know that you need to, Tim. Let me see what I did. Oh, don't do what I did. No. No. Yeah.
That made me like make me feel more secure though.
Okay. So. Yeah, what I'm doing there is 4, and then to here, hitting the 4 right there, right? Yeah.
I was doing 3.
Even if you start with 3, Tim, you can
Yeah.
still do the substitution 5 to 4, right? Oh, you're doing 4. I see.
That's better. Yeah, that's a little.
Nice and crisp. Okay. I said something to a student. What was it? What I'm trying to get you to do here is don't play the note unless you're going to play it correctly.
Yeah.
So, what if I don't know if you can flip it in your mind to say, I'm only going to. I don't care
Don't
if this
play
is.
it unless you know it's correct.
Yeah, exactly. But and if you have to break tempo, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certainly that's okay.
And for some reason, I get there and it's like, where am I supposed to be going? I'm slowly getting it there, but it's still uncertain.
I guess some of that comes through that, you saw me doing the finger substitution, and that I feel my way up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you start that? Okay, you're not allowed, just what what happened there. That's what I was trying to say. This, don't allow yourself to have to replay anything. You don't get a chance to replay anything, I guess. Always keep going forward. Yeah, there you go. Now that was different.
Different how?
Well, it's a different way of practicing it, right? Because you didn't allow yourself to replay anything. So if you go start these with that mentality of,
Don't replay anything?
I'm not allowed to replay
Okay,
anything, right?
okay.
If I do, I'm going to, whatever, whatever you have to say to yourself. Because you then, I think in your mind, you flip it, and you really
Have
look.
to replay it.
Well, we want to get rid of that,
Yeah,
right?
right,
But your mind, I think, is more intent on what you're doing, more focused, and hopefully with that type of focus, then you're able to break through any of those little barriers that you may have.
Mhm.
I think it identifies where the weaknesses are,
Mhm.
and by weaknesses I mean where your brain's not certain about sending the
Yeah.
finger to the next
Okay.
position. Okay, I think that will be good. Let's do one other one. Let's go back again. Pick one of the two previous ones we did on
Okay.
page 4 there.
Okay.
And do that same, don't allow yourself to repeat anything.
Okay. Oh, that was right.
Where are you?
Measure 30, picking up the 31. Or do you not have?
I see, okay. Yep. Okay, that was better,
Mhm.
right? I don't mind the hesitation if you feel like you're gonna make a mistake.
Okay.
Don't feel like it has to always be in time, like you have to line everything up perfectly. That's one type of practice. Do this as a different.
Part of it, I think, is just a mentality that I want to get past this. I know it sounds
No,
crazy,
I know.
but
No, I know.
it's real.
Because you can sort of fake it
Right.
through, right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, you can certainly manage it. I know that much. Okay.
Still working on 38,
Okay.
and it's just taking me a while to get the fingers to go in the right place.
Well, let me see what you have.
Okay. I heard Daniel Barenboim play this, and it was beautiful, impeccable, and about 3 times the speed I could play it.
Yeah.
He did the whole thing in, I think it was 55 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was beautifully voiced. I mean, it's everything. And you kind of wonder, how does that happen? Let's just do it another time. I don't have the fingering
Are you
down
sure?
yet.
We can play through it
Okay.
slowly. Why don't you, let's use that same approach we just talked about the first one. Yep, pause if you need to. F in your left hand there. Good, stop there. Let's do that again. That same thing. Don't push it, just repeat that. Can you repeat what you just did? do that one more time.
Okay,
Same section. Repeat it get one more repetition of that in.
I think I'm changing fingering is the
Oh.
problem.
Okay.
Like this,
Yeah, okay.
because then up here, I go to 3.
Right here to 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. I would do that too, I think.
but the pattern keeps changing, so that's what throws me off.
Good. Okay, so now you had 3 repetitions of that. Let's do a different practice technique now. Do your left hand alone.
Okay.
Now try your left hand a little faster. Start back at the beginning again. Let's describe now what that is. You've got this rising pattern, right? And then the C here, the F major triad. Think about that.
The problem is I'm doing it.
Well, substitute. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, back to the left hand again. Good. Okay, right hand now. Slowly, one time alone. Good. Don't get out of the mentality of allowing yourself to play wrong notes. Perfect. Can you replicate that one more time?
The stumbling point for me is the 4, 5. Or should I
I see. Okay.
substitute it?
Just break it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, that's right. Bravo. Okay, now next step. Let's do the next part. Actually, we're going to jump for now. Can you start right here? Let's see where I am.
You're up here somewhere. Oh, yeah.
So let's approach this the same way we just practiced the beginning.
Okay.
Let's do 4 measures, very slowly, hands together.
Okay.
Stop if you need to, or like pause if you need to. Sorry.
Oh, my left hand is.
instead of 3. Yeah, exactly like that. Okay, so that's the right idea there. If we, that's a good approach. So take small chunks, read it hands together first, because that's always, reading hands together is always important to develop your reading.
Mhm.
So do it slowly. I don't care how slowly you do it. Pause when you need to make sure you're playing the correct notes. Then go back and do some hands separate. I would do that approach several times throughout the course of the week, and then and start at different spots too. Don't always start at the beginning.
Mhm. That's kind of what I've been doing.
Okay.
It's just slow.
Yeah. This is a challenge piece again.
Mm.
All right. Any other thoughts, questions, concerns,
No, I'm
advice?
Still working on this.
Yes. Okay.
And the one problem I have with this is that when it gets to the extremes of the keyboard,
Yep.
you know, when my hands are up like this, it kind of, placement feels funny.
Okay. So I have this technique that I use. So you get set up like I am. So your foot, I guess, resting on the pedal. But now, can you put this foot up and brace it, and then lean to the right? There. Now go.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even thought of that.
Yeah. And then and then you want to practice, releasing that as you come down the keyboard. Don't,
okay.
You don't want to keep the pressure when you're in front of you. So at some point when you get down here, I don't even know what the fingers is.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah, so at some point,
Okay.
and you may even want to write it in your score,
Yeah.
say release knee or something.
Well, when you release it, you just,
Just drop it.
okay. Oh, just,
Yep, I just dropped my heel.
not gradually. Maybe I should start gradually, just to,
You could do that. If you find that to be hard, then just make a mental note to
Okay.
do it at some point.
okay,
And I mean, it's the only reason you're doing it is for balance, right?
right. Well, for balance
And to get you
Relax
further.
these, yeah. so I'm not,
Yeah.
it's a weird angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is all about weird angles of the hands.
And some weird writing.
Well, yeah,
Good.
okay.
Yeah, that should help with that.
Yeah, and I could do the same thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, I can work on that.
Excellent. So after Thanksgiving, we have to be remote again.
Uh-huh.
So next week. Do you want to send videos to me
Made videos.
of your pieces before the lesson?
Oh,
Um,
I could, I
just
just
for sound, I guess.
to make me
That too.
toe the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can No, let's keep your lesson on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, next Tuesday. Is it next? Yeah, next Tuesday. I gotta go to St. Louis. I'll be gone Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay.
So
Should we do? Could you do Friday afternoon?
yeah, Friday afternoon's fine.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
Okay.
I was originally gonna be gone to New York for a week, but we decided it just wasn't worth the trouble.
Yeah. I'm itching to go somewhere, but
Well, I have a friend who's terminally ill in St. Louis. And I
Oh,
figure if
really?
I don't see her now, I may never see her.
oh man. Is it COVID related?
No,
Is there any? Okay.
no, it's cirrhosis related.
Okay.
I didn't realize she was such a huge drinker, but apparently she
Oh,
is,
really? Okay.
or has been. I don't know if she still is.
Wow.
She's younger than me.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's scary.
Yeah, that's scary. I wonder what the incidence rate of cirrhosis is going to be after COVID.
Well, it took her years to get there.
Yeah. Not to be too humorous about the situation.
I'm just
any of
making
these-
sure I have
Yep,
everything.
I know I have, well, here's this.
It's been kind of a crazy week because I also bought a new car.
Oh, did you? Nice, what'd you get?
I got basically the same thing I had, just a newer version.
Updated.